In this video, we're going to work on editing YouTube videos within YouTube. So you're going to go over here and click while you're logged into your YouTube account. You'll see that I am over here with this little green circle. I'm going to go over here, click on the three lines that gets me into the menu for YouTube, and I'm going to go to my channel. Once you click on my channel, this is basic navigation in YouTube. Click on Video Manager. If I click on these right now, I'll just go and watch the video, which isn't what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to manage my videos. It goes to this screen, and it's very important to know that you can get back to that and get to this these other menus over here. And I'm going to click on the very first video and click Edit. By doing that, it opens this screen, gets me into the Edit menu. And this is where I can make it look fancy. Always have your information filled out down here on the first tab, and that is upload your video title. You're going to have a description here and tags. These tags are how other people will find your videos, so the better you are at adding tags and predicting what people will be searching for when they're going to want to watch your video, and adding it as a tag, that will help more people view your video. I have mine set as public. You can set it as private, and maybe you just don't want anyone else to see it ever, or you may just be editing it and not want people to be looking at it while you're doing edits, and so that's the reason you might make it private. What we're going to do right now is go all the way up to Enhancements. That's in the next tab, and I'm going to click Leave. Had I changed anything here, I would have saved the changes before I left, but I haven't, so Leave. I'm over in Enhancements. This will come up in just a second. Auto-fixing this will fix the colors and the lighting. So if I was inside and I was using a cell phone and it didn't quite correct my lighting because I was inside, I can auto-fix that, and it usually does a pretty good job. And so I'll show you what that looks like. It's just going to give me a preview on the right side, and it's going to give me the original on the left side, but you can see there's really not a discernible difference between the two, so I'm not going to do that. You can also do stability or stabilize your video. So if you're hand holding a camera, and it might have been a cell phone and it was wiggling or shaking while you were doing the video, this will help take some of that shake out of it. You can include some fill light. And so if I add some fill light, this isn't going to be very helpful for this, but let's say you had someone who was standing in front of a window and you were videoing them, and you really couldn't make out their facial features. The fill light adds some lighting back in so that you can see their facial features a little better. Saturation adds a little bit of color, or it will take some of the color away. Again, it shows you the preview, it shows you the original. The colors are a little brighter on this side than they are on this side. I can show you this more in a more pronounced way by taking all the saturation away. And what you'll see is black and white on one side, and you see there's still color on the other side. So that's what the saturation will do. I'll put that back in the middle. The middle is actually 0. Contrast, if you go crazy with this stuff, it makes your video look weird. Sometimes I'll add one bit of contrast just to sharpen everything up, but it really depends on the video. You can see that it's much more contrasty over here, but it will look a little funny depending on the computer you're on. And my color temperature, if I change the color temperature, it usually has a weird effect. If I drag it down this way, it will look blue. If I drag it this way, it will look yellow. If I'm going for a soft effect for the mood, and I can drag it towards the yellow side and it will soften the tones. If I'm looking for a more abrupt lighting, I can change it to the other side, but again, a little bit goes a long way. Slow motion, you can slow things down. You can also do time-lapse where you took a series of pictures and you're making it into a video, and you can speed it up so it goes together and people can watch the video in a quicker way. Trimming is very important to know how to do, and this is probably the main feature here that I like. I can trim this video all I want. So if I have an extra couple of seconds at the end that I didn't need, I can cut it off. I can also click anywhere on the video, and you can drag this by the little triangle here, side to side, and you can find the exact spot that you want to cut. So you can cut this video right there, split the video, and then you can actually cut off the section that you didn't want. Click on this one. Now they're two separate videos, and you can trim out that section. So if something happened in the middle that you didn't want in the video, you can cut it completely out of the video. Add a transition here, and this will seamlessly flow from this video to this video and throughout. Click Done, and now my video has been trimmed. If I go up to, I'm running out of battery here. If I go up to the top, you can see that there are filters, so I can run these cool filters, and there's lots to choose from. I can also go with a blur effect. I can blur out faces, which is helpful if there's people in the videos that you didn't ask permission of, and they maybe don't want to be in your video. I also can do custom blur, which I like, so I'm going to edit that. Let's say my email address appears in the video and I don't want it to. All I have to do is go into my video, choose a spot that had my email address, and it's going to make a little box down here. If I want that to, maybe that only appeared in the beginning of the video, I can start at the very beginning, and maybe I go to a new screen and it doesn't show up for the rest of the video. That means only this section will only be blurred up through 31 seconds. If it was the entire video, I can drag it out to take up the entire video, and that blurred spot will appear throughout the entire video. Click Done. And at the end of your playing and enhancing your video, when you're done, you can click Save, and this will save all the changes. You can also save it as a new video, which is a great thing to do, because saving it as a new video gives you the original copy without messing it up, and it also gives you this new video with all your edits. You can also do what I'm going to do, which is revert back to the original, because I really didn't want to change anything anyway. Good luck, and I hope that helps.